Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Just a thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Rick. Okay, sorry. I'm getting we need to go back in person soon. So I want to welcome everyone that is here this evening. We are still waiting for a few of our Ciac members to join. And so I was going to go ahead and move through the process of a formalized meeting. But given that we're still waiting for a couple of people to join, I think what we'll do is let's get these awards underway. This is the highlight of the evening. And so what we'll do is perhaps we can start with our opening prayer and our land acknowledgement, and then we will move right into our Spirit of Inclusion Awards. And then upon the conclusion of the awards, if we have a quorum for all of our members, then we can move into a formal meeting process. So I'm just going to see if we can get the prayer shared. Thanks, Andrea. Okay, fantastic. And so if you'll all join me in the sign of our faith. Oh, sorry. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We come together in hope from different community groups, answering the same call to service, pieces of the same puzzle. We come together in gratitude for the trust placed in us, for the opportunity to serve, pieces of the same puzzle. We come together in respect, aware of our diversity, willing to work for the good, pieces of the same puzzle. We come together in awe of the wonder and beauty of each of God's children, pieces of the same puzzle. We come together in God's name, and as we work together toward the same goal, each piece of the puzzle begins to fit neatly into place, creating a breathtaking picture of love, compassion, courage, and grace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We will now go to our land acknowledgement.
Hi, Brenda. I just got a quick error message.
Okay, no worries.
Audio, so I'm just going to try and restart it. Give me 2 seconds.
Of course, no problem whatsoever.
Okay, we will try it now.
As we know it today
is rich in the history and modern traditions
of many First Nations and the Métis.
From the lands of the Anishinaabe
to the Attawandaron,
the Haudenosaunee,
and the Métis.
These lands surrounding the Great Lake
are steeped in Indigenous history.
As we gather today
on these treaty lands,
our Catholic social teachings
call us in solidarity
with our Indigenous brothers and sisters.
So honor and respect.
4 directions:
lands, waters, plants, animals, and ancestors
that walked before us.
All these wonderful elements of creation exist,
gifted to us by our Creator God.
We acknowledge and thank
the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation
for being stewards of this traditional territory.
Great, thanks so much, Andrea. And welcome everyone. Welcome to all of the students, family, and staff that we have joining us this evening. This is always my favorite part of the year with respect to our Ciac committee, is presenting these awards. And I'm going to read a little bit of information about these awards and what they encapsulate. But I think it's just really important to understand too that each school does send in a nomination, and we have to go through there's a group of us that goes through the very difficult task of having to choose the final recipients of the award each year. And I am never, I'm never shocked, I guess, at the amazing nominations that we get and just the incredible things that our students are doing, the way that they are embodying being, great Catholic learners and inclusive people and respectful individuals. And it's so wonderful and bucket filling to see all of those nominations that come in every year. And so I'm glad to know that each of the schools will be recognizing their individual nominees, so they will get the recognition that they deserve. But this evening, we will be acknowledging and handing out the awards for our winners of the Spirit of Inclusion. So each year, the Special Education Advisory Committee of the Halton Catholic District School Board, as I said, we take great pride in presenting our annual Spirit of Inclusion Award. One award to elementary and one to secondary, and we have another award, so we will be giving out 3 this year. And each recipient is presented with an individual plaque bearing the unique logo, which reflects the Spirit of Inclusion. And this Spirit of Inclusion Award was actually created by our Special Education Advisory Committee. And so it's obviously very near and dear to our hearts. And it was created to increase the community's understanding of special needs students in our schools and to promote an all-inclusive board and school population. And so, as I mentioned, teachers and support staff from all of our board schools are invited to submit nominations of students grades 1 through 12. And the criteria that is put forth that we ask for consideration is to demonstrate the spirit of inclusion and is a builder of school community, demonstrate a commitment to school activities, demonstrate an excellent attitude and spirit in dealing with challenges, may or may not receive special education services, is involved in the spiritual life of the school, causes others to be valued and included, and recognizes and values their schoolmates as unique individuals, each with a contribution to make to their community. And so welcome again. I am going to ask that when we get to the student that we'll be speaking about, if they want to turn on their camera so I can read about them. And so we're going to start. Our first recipient is the Ciac 2022 Spirit of Inclusion Award Elementary Panel recipient. And this is for Milad A.K. Rawi, I hope I got that right, who is in grade 8 at Holy Rosary Elementary School in Milton. So turn on your camera so we can all see. Wonderful. Hi, you look great. So exciting. So I am going to read a little bit about your nomination, okay? Great. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, hold that up. Perfect. We're going to get a picture in a little bit. I'm just going to read a portion of the nomination first so everyone here can hear how fantastic you are, okay? So Milad is a builder of school community. He is always willing to assist others and has received many "What Would Jesus Do?" slips of recognition. Milad campaigned this year to be a part of student parliament and is now an active member. He became a Canadian citizen this year. During the election, Milad learned all federal leaders' names and their respective parties, along with the names and parties of all candidates in his riding area. He encouraged students to do their very best. Milad is known for being tech savvy and uses this talent in this area to help other students with technology. For grade 7 confirmation, Milad made each confirmation candidate in the structured teaching classrooms a handmade card wishing the students blessings and congratulations. Milad is the first to volunteer to lead prayer and participate in school liturgies. Milad recognizes that each student has different talents and gifts. So congratulations, Milad. We see that you're holding up your certificate and your plaque. That's fantastic. I invite your principal, Marie Murad, to jump on, and any other school staff members who may be present are certainly welcome to join into the photo. You've got a big cheering squad there.
Thank you, Ms. Agnew.
Yeah, no problems at all.
The whole team.
And Principal Murad, if you'd like to say a few words, please go ahead before we take the photo.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Agnew. I'll make this quick. Milad, we are so proud of you. You have done great work. You make everyone feel so included. And look at the whole team. We're all here for you. and we're all cheering you on. And even if you're going to go to St. Francis next year, we're going to keep on cheering you on, buddy. Congratulations. The sky's the limit. God bless. Thank you, Ms. Agnew.
Thank you. So we're going to go ahead. If you want to stay on, we're going to take a photo. I'm going to take direction from communications on that because that's not my expertise.
Hi, Brenda.
And I also would invite, is Superintendent Ballo present as well?
Hi, everyone. Congratulations, Milad. Thanks to the Holy Rosary team for being here.
All right. So
when you're ready, and I'll take the picture.
Yeah, I think. Okay, everybody, big smiles. You let us know when we're good, Andrea.
Yeah, you're good.
It's great.
Right, perfect. Congrats to Glenn Milad. Congrats on this amazing team you have supporting you, and wonderful job.
Thanks again.
So our next recipient is the secondary panel. And so I'm going to invite Mitchell Newton to turn on their camera. Wonderful. Okay, great. You're all set. You just have to sit by while I say some wonderful things about you. So welcome tonight. Okay, so as I said, the next recipient is the secondary panel recipient, Mitchell Newton, who is in grade 11 at St. Thomas Aquinas Secondary School in Oakville. Look at that amazing certificate. Mitchell personifies inclusion in the community and appreciates relationships with classmates and staff. He demonstrates empathy and concern of others. Mitchell consistently demonstrates Christ-like love of classmates and personifies inclusion on a daily basis. He has a genuine interest in acknowledging, greeting, and celebrating the gifts and talents of school staff, peers, and teammates within our community. Mitchell inquires about classmates' well-being and overall happiness while promoting the health and safety of others during the challenges faced by the COVID-19 pandemic. Mitchell has been an active member of the Best Buddies Club. This year, he is a member of the senior basketball team, attends practices and games, demonstrating cooperation and positive teamwork. He is a committed student who participates and volunteers in our community. Mitchell's smile and gentle nature consistently lights up every hallway and classroom he enters. Mitchell Newton is a shining example of inclusion within the HCDSB. Congratulations, Mitchell. Anyone that wants to come on with any admin or staff that want to jump into the picture, please turn on your cameras. Look at that group. That's fantastic. So wonderful. And we do have, oh, I was going to say, where did Mr. Prusen go? We do have your school principal here. If you would like to say a couple of words, that'd be great.
Mitchell, I just want to congratulate you on tonight. You are a joy to have in the building. We love having you in the building. You make everyone feel good. You make us smile, and we know you care about everyone in our building. So we are so fortunate to have you in the STA community. We look forward to another few years with us. Okay, bud? You gotta look after your little brother too, right? That's your job there too. Congratulations. So
amazing. Congratulations. Let's get a group photo.
Okay,
So Andrew,
I'm getting ready. Everybody smile.
Okay.
I'll take another one just to be sure. We're good.
Amazing. Okay, congratulations again.
Hey, buddy.
Mitchell, enjoy. Thank you for that fabulous nomination, and look at the amazing team you have. Thanks everyone for being here. All right. The next recipient is the secondary alternative education panel recipient. So Christina Ponte, grade 12, Thomas Merton Center. Christina, are you there? Can you turn your camera on? Oh, fantastic. Okay, wonderful. You just, like I said, you just have to stand by while I say some fantastic things about you. So hopefully that's okay. So Christina is a friendly member of our school community and enjoys spending time with peers and talking with teachers. She is welcoming towards new students who join the program throughout the year. Christina models Christ-like behavior through respecting, accepting, and supporting the diverse needs and abilities of her peers. She assists with decorating the classroom to be a welcoming space. Christina is a dedicated student who puts all into her schoolwork. She has shown resilience and continues to persevere with her schooling and goals. Christina is jovial and inclusive and enjoys spending time with peers and spending time with her teachers and her support staff. So congratulations again, Christina. We're so pleased to offer you this award. Any staff that wants to jump on? I see Mr. Montanari on there.
Absolutely.
Oh, here comes your team. Amazing.
I'll just say one word and I'll let Claire and the group also. I just want to congratulate Christina on a well-deserved earning recognition for all the wonderful things that she does for our community. Definitely an example of resilience and always persevering. So congratulations, Christina. Well earned and well deserved.
Amazing. So fantastic. Okay, so let's take a photo. So we will have that. So anyone that wants to be in the photo, please jump in.
Okay. And maybe we'll take one more.
Okay.
I'll just wait for
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, great.
Amazing. Congratulations again, Christina. Way to go. Thanks everyone for this fantastic nomination. What a great team.
Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Okay, so we are going to, so for all of our guests that are on, thank you for being here. You are welcome to continue on with your evening now as we look to start the formalities of our Ciac meeting. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Honestly, such a great feeling, and congratulations again to all of our winners. Okay, so let me get my notes here. Like, honestly, how awesome is that? I would do that every single meeting if we could. Okay, I'm just gonna do a roll call to see. So if you are a member of our Ciac committee and you are here this evening, it's just hard for me to see everybody that's on. Can you just turn on your camera and let me know you're here so we can decide, figure out if we have quorum or not? Hi, Andrea. Okay, we got Andrea, we've got Diane. Oh, I think we should be good. Andrea, Diane, Rick. Look at all you people. Dan. Oh, it's so exciting. I know we've got Marvin here. I think I saw Michelle. That's okay, Tracy. We're just glad that you're here. Rhonda's here. Okay, I think we should be good. I think we should be good to proceed with our meeting. Don't feel you have to turn your cameras off. I like seeing people. I like talking to people. So if you feel so inclined, please leave on your cameras because it just makes for a nicer experience. And I'm going to call the meeting to order. We have already done our prayer and our land acknowledgement, so that's fantastic. And so I'm just going to move right to the approval of the agenda. So everybody would have had a chance to take a look at the agenda. Was there any questions, comments, additions, deletions of the agenda? All good? Okay, could I get a motion to approve the agenda?
This is Rick. I'll approve. I'll move.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Rick. Can I get a seconder?
I second this, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. All right, do we have any declarations of conflict of interest this evening? Okay, none that I'm hearing. Perfect. We've done our presentations, and what an awesome presentation that was. And thank you. I should have given acknowledgement, but there's so much going on. Thank you to the committee. We had another great meeting. You know, I mean, it was a pleasure to work with everybody and to go over all the nominations, and it was difficult to pick the winners, but it's so great. And anyone that has been on the committee can attest to what a great experience that is. So thank you again for participating on that committee. Moving on to item number 4, the approval of the minutes. Did everyone have a chance to take a look at the minutes of the previous meeting? And if so, was there any questions, comments? No? Okay, perfect. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the February 28th, 2022 Ciac meeting?
Diane.
Thank you, Diane. Do I have a seconder?
Rick will second.
Thanks, Rick. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Business arising from previous meetings. The chart was in the meeting package. Did anybody have any questions at all about the business arising? There it is there. I think we're good. Okay, perfect. Moving on to item number 6, the Special Education Board Policy Review. We don't have any policies this evening for review. Moving on to item number 7, which is our action and information items. So 7.1 is for the 2022-2023 Ciac meeting dates. And these proposed meeting dates were sent with the meeting package, and they're displayed here on the screen. And there's your March break if anybody wants to book a trip. Now you know, that's when it's going to be. Does anybody have any questions at all about the Ciac meeting dates? No? Okay, perfect. And I do see one that's in there for a PA day, but those haven't typically presented any issues, I don't think, for anyone attending. So we'll leave it for that, and I guess deal with that when we get to that. Okay, item number 8 is board committee updates from Ciac representatives. And so we'll start with the first one, which is the Mental Health and Wellbeing Advisory and Steering Committee. And Diane, I'm going to see if you could provide an update for that. I believe you were at that meeting. I was not able to attend. Can I put you on the spot and ask if you don't mind sharing some info from that meeting if you have it?
Sure. That's no problem.
Thank you so much.
It was an excellent meeting. It was an excellent meeting. With regard to updates, certainly referrals have been higher, especially as it pertains to attendance and mental health. There were 440 referrals during September to December of 21, this past fall. 440 referrals for individual support, 123 for elementary and 317 for secondary. It was a very good discussion, and I really appreciated having an opportunity to listen to some of the agencies that were presenting. And they talked about not only presenting, but participating. They talked about the issues around students, the need for increased education, may I say, or training with pertaining to social skills and stress, capacity building insofar as stress and social skills seem to be a major focus to allow students to deal with the issues that have come out of the pandemic in the last few years. And it talked about how much families rely upon the school system to help them out with the difficulties pertaining to in-home school and at-home school, I should say, and routines that are different in terms of at-home schooling versus the in-school. So all in all, it was an excellent meeting. That's about it.
Rookie mistake there. Thank you so much, Diane. Disappointed I wasn't able to make it. You're right. It's always a fantastic meeting, and learning about all the things that are going on are always mind-blowing for me. So thank you very much for that update. So we have 8.2 is the de-streaming committee. I don't think that we have Maria on the... Maria, are you here tonight? No? Okay. And I don't even know that there's been a meeting or a committee meeting since our last meeting. Does anybody on staff know?
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Jody.
Hi. Yeah, there hasn't been a meeting since last month. Yeah.
Great. Okay, thanks. Good to know.
No problem.
And so the same with our Equity Audit Committee. I don't have any updates there. Equity and Inclusion Committee, there hasn't been a meeting since our last Ciac meeting, unless I've completely missed the ball on that, but I'm fairly confident we haven't. And STEAM Committee, I don't think we have. Is Trustee Guzzo on the call? No? Okay, so we don't have Nancy or Maria here. And again, I don't know if there's been a STEAM meeting since our last Ciac meeting. Does anyone know? Jody?
Hi, Chair Agnes. Sorry, no, there hasn't been a meeting.
Okay, look at that. Dang. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Pat. Yes, Director Daly, go ahead, please.
I was just going to suggest that if members of Ciac did want some information with regards to STEAM and how it's rolling out in the board, we did have a presentation at our last board meeting, so I think the slides or the YouTube copy of the meeting's available if people want to take a look at it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, we can share that with everybody. Superintendent Ballo, did you have your hand up?
Yes, thank you. And I was also going to mention that we're planning on a future presentation on STEAM and special education in particular. They touched upon it in that video that Director Daly just referenced, but we are going to have a presentation, we're thinking May or June.
Perfect. Yeah, it was an excellent presentation to the board last time, so I think Ciac would really enjoy hearing it.
Great.
Thank you so much. Okay, we don't, sorry, communications is Ciac. Okay, so 9.1, the superintendent's report. So Superintendent Ballo, you're back up.
Thank you. And through you, Chair Agnew, I'm just pulling up my notes. Here we go. So we will start with some of our student supports and programs. Just to bring everybody up to speed, we are going to be continuing with Project Search next year at Milton District Hospital. This was our first year of the program. The Project Search virtual information session, launching our second cohort, is a recruitment video and a recruitment event, and it was held on March the 9th, and the evening provided an opportunity for participants to hear personal experiences from current interns and parents. And thank you to Tracy for participating in that. I think it just really added to the presentation this year to be able to have our own students who are participating in the program speak to it. That was excellent. As of today, we've had many, almost 200 views on our YouTube channel, and a number of applications have come forward. We are going to start interviews the week of April 4th, so it is closing shortly. And just a reminder that the program has space for 6 students. The kindergarten parent information evening for students with special education needs was held on Wednesday, March 23rd. The presentation was for parents with children with special education needs entering their first year of kindergarten, whether it's the first or second year of kindergarten, if it's the first time they're attending school in September. And we actually had some inquiries from grade 1 parents, so it's open to any parent. Information on special education supports and services was provided along with an overview of the program, presented by Jacqueline Priest-Brown, the early years curriculum consultant, and our Denise, who presented on SLP services and school-based rehab services and health support services. The information has been posted and is available for any parents to view who were not able to attend. We had all of our consultants in attendance as well, and the hope was for parents to be able to put a name and a face together, and we designated and included information about what schools they support. World Down Syndrome Day was March the 21st, and many of our schools celebrated and showed their support by rocking their socks. Many shared their celebrations on social media platforms such as Twitter. With regards to professional development, our EA managers did 2 presentations to Sheridan College EA support students in March as part of our recruitment strategy. The focus was on working for our board, sharing information about the role, the application requirements, as well as sharing a day in the life of a supply educational assistant at Halton Catholic. Our EA managers interview weekly, and we certainly appreciate all their efforts in continually recruiting and securing staff for our students. An elementary Cert meeting was held on March the 8th, and there was a joint presentation from our Psych staff and our Certs on math and the LD learner, and it was a very well-received presentation. With regards to mental health and well-being, a great deal of work and support across the system continue at both elementary and secondary levels. We have very active staff, including our CYCs and our social workers, who provide class-wide programs and intensive supports for students across the system. The social workers continue their work with students and families in the top of Tier 2 and Tier 3. They're offering support regarding a number of issues, including mental health, school engagement, and attendance. 2 of the social workers offered an assist training. It's applied suicide intervention skills training to approximately 15 of our CYCs at the beginning of March, and we're currently planning to offer a second session. The social workers received an in-service from Access and System Navigation, which is the single point of access for children and youth mental health in Halton. We are offering Safe Talk training for the first time as a pilot for students and parents to co-attend and engage in the training together. In each municipality over the months of March and April, training will be offered, with the first session being tomorrow evening in Oakville. We also continue to provide Safe Talk training for administrators. The Safe Talk program focuses on suicide alertness by recognizing signs, engaging someone in need, and connecting them to interventions and resources for further support. So we're quite pleased with the introduction of that program and to have our students and parents collaborate on that. Our Mind Up program, we are currently running a Mind Up program in our elementary schools. You may see on social media, it's been a program that we've had in existence for a while. We have at least 30 elementary of 45 that have the program running in classrooms. We are currently piloting a secondary adaptation of the program at 4 secondary schools, and it's taking place this semester. So we look forward to bringing back some updates, as well as the 2 Alt-Ed programs. So beyond the pilot, the goal will be for our ICYC Mind Up trainers to train staff in the early fall on the new program and to offer it in all of our secondary schools starting in September 2022. The new platform and the new program also allows for parents to have access to the learning and resources, and parents will be given a special access code, and we will have access to the data as well to see how our parents are using the platform. Again, it's a really great opportunity for us to be able to engage families, to support their own students, and to just build capacity across the system. So we are really fortunate to have staff who are so committed to piloting that program. Those are my updates. I did want to include 2 other updates in the SO report, one being around Psych assessment wait times. We typically do provide that update in March. And I'd like to share with Ciac that our wait times are currently 13 to 14 months on average. I looked last year at this time, it was 13 months, so very consistent with respect to our wait times. We have contracted out 40 assessments that are currently underway at this time within our schools. So we are very pleased to be able to provide those assessments in a timely fashion. And then the only other item, Chair Agnew, is the Spec Ed Plan. I was going to mention that we did have one person put their name forward for the committee. So our next step would be to send the feedback form tomorrow and see if there's any feedback from Ciac with regards to the plan. And then we will have our first subcommittee meeting in April, so then we can bring back the update at the end of the month for the end of April update. And that's it. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much. Is there any questions at all on Superintendent Ballow's report? No. And maybe just another shout out for anyone that is interested in being on that subcommittee. We could certainly use the help. So if you are so inclined, maybe just let myself, Rick and Andrea know, and we can add you to that. Looks like there's no questions. Thank you so much for the update.
You're welcome.
Item number 9.2, we are moving on to trustee reports, and I have Trustee Duart here this evening. So if you want to go ahead and give the trustee report, that would be great.
Sure, thank you. I'm here. It looks like it's going to be a quick meeting. Good evening, everybody. Since the last Ciac meeting on Feb 28th, trustees have had 2 board meetings. At the March 1st board meeting, there were several action items, but none really relating to Ciac, so I will not touch upon that. But on that same meeting, we had the appointment of new student trustees, which was announced. We have one returning student trustee. At the same meeting, there was an expansion of the AP program at HCDSB report, and trustees were updated on the process for conducting the feasibility studies for the possible expansion of the AP program in our board. At the March 22nd board meeting, there was a staff presentation on STEAM. We just heard about that right now. At HCDSB, the rollout of STEAM initiatives from the elementary to the secondary panel in the form of curricular and extracurricular activities was presented. We are doing pretty well there with the implementation, and students in HCDSB, all the students have an opportunity to participate and get creative, and we have heard a little bit about it now. The action item on student trustee distribution and determination, on trustee distribution and determination for 2022 elections saw the board return back to ward-based system for the next elections, and that was discussed and voted on. The following policies were reviewed and approved. Policy II-37, volunteers in Catholic schools, and policy V-01, use of school grounds and community use of school facilities. Those 2 policies were voted upon and passed. A couple of relevant action items for Ciac was one regarding the Black student unions. This motion directed the director to seek input from and provide active support to implement Black student unions at secondary schools where requested, and to be led by parents and teachers. The other important motion that was passed was on climate energy declaration. This was a motion brought forth by students, student body, and they have asked HDSB to pledge their support and be proactive in its decision making in all areas of operations, and this motion passed. And the last item that I have to report is there was a report from a past motion on the secondary school assessments and a plan to continue developing exam writing skills, and that was a report which was presented. And that's all I have for my report, Madam Chair.
Great, thank you very much, Chair Dewar. Does anybody have any questions at all about the trustee report, or any other questions about the trustee meeting, board meeting? No? Okay, great. Thank you very much for your report.
Thank you. Good night.
Moving to item 9.3, we do have an association report this evening. And so I invite Rick to speak on behalf of Voice for Deaf and Hard of Hearing Children. And also for anyone that didn't watch the Oscars last night, or if you did watch the Oscars, how amazing was it? And sorry, I might be stealing your thunder, Rick, but how amazing was it that we saw Coda, which was a movie about a family who is hearing impaired, and they won the Best Picture. So anyways, really super exciting. And one of their actors won Best Supporting Actor. So I was bawling during his acceptance speech, but super amazing for the deaf community. So go ahead, Rick. I just had to get that out.
Yeah, no, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. I have not, yeah, I'm not going to mention the quota stuff, but yeah, I did hear about that. That's actually great for the deaf community and for disabilities communities, everywhere. So that was an awesome accomplishment by them. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to share what's going on with Voice. As everyone knows, the Voice has May as the Speech and Language Awareness Month, and as Voice typically has many of their larger events during May. The first event is the annual Voice Conference, which this year's theme is Breaking Down Barriers for Future Success. That will be on May 6th and 7th. Again, it's a virtual conference. Hopefully next year we can actually get back to having in-person events. It'd be nice to see some friendly faces again and get together with everyone and share our life experiences and everything that's been going on with kids and families and learn, see some great presentations. So there's no agenda yet up for that conference. Typically it's posted within 2 to 3 weeks before the conference is set to go. Professionals, I believe, have typically been able to apply for CEU credits from HEBL, and I think it's still the same thing for this year. Our next event, and this occurs on any day of the month, and it's the Dress Loud Day event. And this is an event where to raise awareness for deaf and hard of hearing kids and speech and language awareness. And basically, we staff and students participating schools can dress in their loudest or wackiest outfit and have a fun day with Dress Loud Day. There's a landing page there, a web page there at Voice for Deaf Kids /Dress Loud that has some activities for educators and families alike. Voice is encouraging anyone that's participating to take a snap a photo and tag them. I don't tag anybody, so I don't know how quite that works, but they've got the tag at Voice for Deaf Kids, and there's an opportunity, I believe, to wear a prize on the website. So by all means, if anyone's participating and all schools participating, families to join in and share their wacky photos of their outfits. There's some initiatives there. So the Voice Teen Outreach Program is actually, I believe it's the second or third year that's been ongoing, but it's a great program that Voice has, and it basically Voice hosts numerous social events and interactive workshops to connect youth living with hearing loss. They share their experiences and support each other, so it's great that it's still ongoing. The second initiative there is the Parent and Child Mother Goose program. That's basically for early learners, and it's I'm just going to read what it actually says here. Parent and Child Mother Goose program uses rhymes, songs, and stories to teach parents of infants and toddlers how to foster attachment and enrich interactions with their children. It gives children's brains the right kind of stimulation during the most critical development period of their lives. So this program is typically for parents of children 0 to 2 or 2 to 4 years old. There's information on the homepage for that as well. Anyone has any additional questions or information, you go to the webpage there, or I can try to answer them right now. And that's it for me, Brenda.
Great, thanks, Rick. Does anybody have any questions at all for Rick on his association report or on any of the things listed? No. Do we know what so Rick, so are different schools doing the Dress Loud Day on different days, or do we know if we have an HCDSB specific Dress Loud Day, or maybe I missed it?
We haven't, so no, last year, I believe there was different days that schools pick. I think last year, Ciac sent out, or through Brenda sorry, through Andrea, I believe, sent out emails to the schools as to kind of advise of what's going on. I'm not sure if that's still going to happen. I believe that's what happened last time. And what happens is some of the schools are involved, but it's any day in May that works for the school itself. I don't think we had a specific day last year for HCDSB. So it really could be any day that works for them. If we can certainly, if HCDSB wants to designate one day, that's great. We can have a whole mass of schools with, if they participate, which would be great. Dressing loud and, having fun with everything with the outfits. So
perfect. I know the pictures are always a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I see that Superintendent Ballo has her camera on.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we sent a memo last year, so we'll definitely do the same this year and just update it with the more current information. I don't think we picked a specific date. I think we left it open to schools.
Okay, perfect. And so maybe what we can do is, I would be happy for our Ciac meeting to dress loud at our May Ciac meeting. That could be fun. We can maybe do a photo. So I can certainly put that in our agenda for May. And I'm happy to do that for any month, for any recognition month. But since this one has come up today, why don't we maybe do that for our May Ciac meeting? I think that could be a lot of fun. Great. So I'll look for the information when we start sharing it with schools.
Thanks, Brenda. This is Rhonda. That's an awesome idea.
Yeah,
great.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Very cool. That's just an excuse for me to go buy something new, really, is what that is. But
yeah, I get it.
That's great.
These awareness days are so important, and I know that they can't make people don't think that they have a huge impact, but they really do, because what they do is they start conversations. A question gets asked, why are you dressed like that? What does that mean? And you've just had a discussion with someone about something that they may not have known, and I think they're really important. Okay, so item number 10 is the Ciac discussion or any questions that we have. So I do have one note here, but does anybody have anything that they would like to discuss? No, nothing in the chat. Okay. Okay, so just a reminder that we do have our program speaker. So Dana Gill, who wrote See Me for Me. That event is going to be April the 13th in the evening. It will be live streamed. The team's invite has been sent to all Ciac members. If you have not gotten it, let us know. And we're going to start promoting that on April the 1st. So certainly, if you wouldn't mind, a reshare or communicating that out to your individual communities, that would be fantastic. I know we record it, but I think it would be great to have people that can and join us for the event. So again, that's April the 13th. See Me for Me. That will be the Ciac program speaker. Meeting summary next agenda. When is our hold on. Sorry, let me go through my notes. When is our next meeting? April, here we go. Oh, before that, sorry. I need to know if anybody would like to volunteer for May and June Ciac sound bites. Anyone? You all have such amazing things to say. How about we have a voice? Have we done one for voice yet for May? That could be good since it's...
We're doing April. You're funny.
Ah. Okay. Anybody else for May or June? I'm happy to take June. I could do a summer transition type, perhaps, Ciac soundbite, but I definitely need someone to help out with May. Please, someone, anything. They're so well received. There's such a great chance for them to go in the school newsletters. People get to read about us. They go on our website, they get tweeted out. Andrea always tweets them out. Thank you, Andrea. I would love if somebody could write one for us for May. Is there any association we haven't profiled yet? Anything that we think we should let parents know about? Okay, well, I'm going to let you think about it, and then I'm going to bug you again next meeting, so think about it. Okay, so next agenda, our next meeting is April the 25th. The April agenda will include the summary of student exceptionalities to our ONSIS data and a budget presentation from Superintendent Lofts. I don't know, Andrea, did we receive, we didn't receive any notices of absenteeism, did we? I don't think we did.
No, Brenda, I didn't have anyone send me any emails this time.
All right, perfect, thanks. So there's no resolution then, because we don't give one unless people have given their notice. Okay, so moving to adjournment and closing prayer. So I just need a motion to adjourn.
This is Rick, I'll move it.
Thanks, Rick, and I need a seconder.
Dan second.
Sorry, is that Dan?
Yep.
Great, thanks, Dan. Okay, so we'll just do our closing prayer. Perfect, thanks, Andrea. So in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, if you'll join me in our sign of our faith. Blessed are you, O God of all creation. Each day you spread before us the rich and wonderful diversity of the human family created in the divine splendor of your love. Fashioned in your image, you call us to love one another with the same tender care with which you brought us to creation. Each one of us is but one small part of the glory that is you. As we serve the students and families of the Halton Catholic District School Board on the Special Education Advisory Committee, fill us with your grace, guide us with your wisdom, and give us the strength and courage to do your work so that it may always be said of our every act, God saw that it was good. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for a great meeting. See you all in April and have a wonderful night.
Thanks, Brenda. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.